A joke I came up with that I told people in a dream this morning. A ship belonging to a seafood company from Italy accidentally drops tons upon tons of live lobsters overboard off the coast of Maine. Upon hearing this news, a lobster catcher from Maine down on his luck jumps on his boat to catch as many of the lobsters as he can and sell them before the Italian company can get them back. As he doesn't know quite where the lobsters had fallen into the water, he casts his net out and tries to capture as many lobsters as he can. After a number of hours, he only manages to catch about a dozen lobsters. Frustrated and out of patience, the lobster catcher cuts his losses and sails back to shore when suddenly he hears from his lobster cage a voice that says, "Sir, please don't kill us. My pals and I have done nothing to you." Though shocked and confused, the lobster catcher simply states he has been trying to catch lobster for hours. "I was trying to catch those lobsters from that Italian ship. I was told there were thousands of them, but you're all I got." "Sir," cries the talking lobster, "I know exactly where those lobsters are. I'll take you to them and trick them into getting into your net. Just let me and my pals go." The lobster catcher thinks for a moment and agrees. After following the lobster's directions to the destination, he ties the lobster to a string, then throws the lobster in the water and waits. About 20 minutes later, the talking lobster comes back to the boat to the lobster catcher. "They're not getting in the net, they won't listen. They just yelled at me," the lobster tells the lobster catcher. "What did they say?" asks the lobster catcher. The lobster says, "How should I know? I don't speak Italian." Ops. After 20 years of marriage, a couple was lying in bed one evening when the wife felt her husband begin to touch her in ways he hadn't in quite some time. It almost tickled as his fingers started at her neck, and then began moving down past the small of her back. He then slid his hand across her shoulders and neck, slowly worked it down one side, then the other, stopping just over her lower stomach. He then proceeded to place his hand on her left inner arm, caress downward again, working down her side, passed gently over and then in between her back and down her leg to her calf. Then, he proceeded up her inner thigh, stopping just at the uppermost portion of her leg. He continued in the same manner on her right side, then suddenly stopped, rolled over and became silent. As she had become quite aroused by this caressing, she asked in a loving voice, "That was wonderful. Why did you stop?" "I found the remote," he said. Ops. If this makes you smile, then please subscribe for more jokes and stay happy.